Hey guys, Alexei from UAG Solutions for another session of Ask Alexei. It's been a while since our last video, and we've had a lot of inquiries from various people in relation to Google My Business. It looks like still a few people are struggling with this, despite the fact that we've put out a pretty good guide in relation to setting it up. And in case you want to check it out, it's called Google Business Uncovered. You can find it through Google or on our website. This has got the step-by-step process of about what I'm about to show you. So we have a business called Infinity Furniture Melbourne that sort of set up the whole listing themselves. This is the listing that we're talking about. And the whole goal was to get this business to come up in Google organically and locally, obviously, when people look for indoor and outdoor furniture. And obviously for them to rank locally as well. So first of all, obviously, yes, you do need a website. And the website does need to mention the basic keywords of what this business is. This is an online store, and the key thing for an online store, if it's got a location, is to actually feature an address. So this is a physical store, and it's got an online store aspect, just to sort of be clear. So with this particular business, they've set this up, and the problem was they weren't really getting a lot of exposure. So they've asked us to sort of jump in and apply the principles behind what we've basically outlined in our guide. So we've gone into their listing, and I'm going to show you what we've done. We've basically changed a few things, and this is the sort of results that we generated. So if we're going to look into, let's say, the last quarter overall, it was probably around mid-February or so that we did the changes. And as you can see, it's gone up quite significantly. And obviously, the visitors to the website have come up quite a lot. People traveling to the business have come up quite a lot as well. And overall, basically, these guys, are doing quite well. There's certainly room for improvement, but I'm just going to show you some of the basic things that you can do. Now, first of all, there's three main things that your listing needs to have. It's the name of the business, the phone number, and the location or the phone number. Those things are equally important, but the phone number is a unique identifier. So name, address, phone number, so NAP, and obviously followed by address if that's a physical business. So what you want to do is within the name of the business is to actually add the main keywords to follow that. Don't go overboard. There is a bit of a limit to it as well, and Google will sort of tolerate this to a degree. This is a little gray hat, guys, so just be careful and make sure you're adding value. You're not just sort of stuffing keywords. So the first thing, add the main keywords as to what the business does to the actual business name. Now, the way I look at it is just that Infinity Furniture doesn't provide enough value to the user to tell the actual user what this business is all about. So you are limited as to what you can show, and this actually helps. The second thing is you really need to go and add as many categories as you can that relate to the business. Normally, you just have one or two. The idea is to have as many as possible. So make sure you add categories and you look for furniture, and there's a whole bunch of different things that you can add. These change quite a fair bit, so make sure you are reviewing this every now and again. The third thing, like I said, is obviously the phone number and the address, and just make sure that it's accurate. And once it's there, make sure it's actually added to the website as well. So the website needs to have that very same information. If it doesn't, it's not going to work very well at all. So those things alone will basically boost your rankings quite significantly. Additional things like open hours across the website and this work quite well. And adding more photos is really the key. If you can add photos in here, great. Sometimes people struggle with these, but the more photos, the merrier. And then from there, basically, if you run a store, you will get this little thing in here, and you can start adding your products as well. This isn't available for everybody, and in Australia, it's sort of quite limited as well. But it's definitely a big one as well. Now, once you've done all these things and everything's looking good, make sure you're getting reviews. And sometimes it's a matter of really doing an email blast to your current database to make sure that you can get a few people leaving you reviews, because you need to really have more reviews than your competitors. The thing to note here is this searches and the maps, the stats will jump up and down because it's obviously changing and Google looks at it, but make sure that you review this and give it the best shot you can in order to get the best rankings. I'm going to give you a couple more tips in another video, but if you follow these guys, you definitely will get a lot more. Anyway, if you got any questions, feel free to reach out. Have an awesome day.